What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, today I have a very interesting story to talk about. And if you guys remember the Doin It Well song in the 90s by LL Cool J, remember there was a big lawsuit from the lady who was not pictured in that respective video. Okay, and that single was 3 million sales, so triple platinum. Her name was LeShaun. Okay, good looking lady, but at the time she was pregnant and they didn't want her to be in the video, so they put another lady in the video. So she sued LL Cool J, respectively won, and she was then blackballed from the industry and things like that. But now things have changed dramatically for her in her life. She is now living in a trailer park. And I know that you probably don't believe me, so we'll play just a small snippet of this interview that she did, and we'll come back and talk about it and who she's dating inside the trailer park. Play that clip.
Hi, I'm LeShaun, and this is my tiny house, Jewel. My life before was quite different. I'm actually a triple platinum recording artist. I did a very popular song with LL Cool J called Doin It. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. And I did a lot of traveling on tour buses. That was probably my introduction to living tiny.
Okay, guys, so you've seen that. And like I said, she's not a bad looking lady. I think the hairstyle is a little bit too contemporary for my liking, but again, still a nice looking lady, even in her 50s. However, she is living in that trailer park, and if you see these photos, she is dealing with a younger white man who, as it appears to me, gentlemen, could easily be considered her son. Now, obviously it is not her son, but I'm talking about the age. And there they are, hugged up together, most likely living in that trailer park. And so then the question has to be asked, gentlemen, what is the future for modern women who are still attractive, who look very, very nice, and they're 50? What is their dating options in the world? Those of them who still have high standards, because when you get 50, you're tired of all this shit, right? You're not going to just take no man's stuff. You know how valuable you are. You know what you are worth in the market. You're not going to be playing these games and all of that, right? We get all of that. So then the question is, to be repetitive, what is it that they get? I can tell you what happens. Many ladies have those standards, but then I think a dose of reality comes and says, you know what? I'm just not going to be able to achieve such and such. And there's nothing wrong with her. I think she's a good looking lady. But at the same time, to get with the guys that really have those things at that age, if you're a woman that's over 35, 40, 50, and a guy is 50, it's like a guy can be 50 if he has already married you and you've got 50 together, but a man who's 50 and he's single and he's doing very well. What is his opportunity? What's the opportunity cost for that lady to go for this guy? Well, I can tell you what his opportunity is. 40-year women, 30-year women, 20-year women. Now, we could argue all day long if those women really are interested in him. It doesn't matter. He'll have a shot. And it leaves ladies like her to deal with the opportunity cost of chasing a man who is doing very, very well for himself and competing against younger women or getting a man who can please you sexually who doesn't have very much. And then we can look at this guy right here. You can already kind of tell. He probably doesn't have very much. He's a young guy that you probably can screw, and that's probably a good thing. But as far as him being a provider, unless it's, God forbid, that he could, let's assume something here, guys. Assuming that he got rich and made $1 million tomorrow, would he pick her? And see, that's another thing too I want to talk about, because a lot of ladies, especially with a lot of men who travel overseas, you know, let's say the guys who say they want to go date in Brazil. What did they say? Well, you're only dating those women because those women are poor. If those women had the opportunity to date somebody else, they wouldn't even talk to you. But the only reason why they talk to you is because they're poor. So then my question is, when you see this kind of situation with Erykah Badu and her 27-year-old man, okay, or if for lack of a better word, you see this, what we're talking about right here, this 50-year-old lady and this young white man, or for lack of a better phrase, if you will, Keisha Cole and Nico Kale. What happens when Nico Kale gets a lot of money? Well, we've seen it. Nico Kale, the next chick that he got with was a beautiful Hispanic woman. 20 years the junior of Keisha Cole. That guy is out of there usually if he gets successful. So what they're doing, dating younger guys because you have money and he does not, it's the same thing with what you're saying about these black men who are going over to these third world countries and getting married. It's the same thing. But this is what the reality is for women as they're getting towards, you know, middle age, the latter years of part of their life. They are settling for guys who don't have very much. I'm assuming that's the case, but at least if he have much, at least let him be able to please me sexually. That's the trade-off. Because the standards are just too high. You know, I want a man in which, you know, I want a man to have these things, which I'm not. I'm speaking as I'm them. And he needs to give me these things, X, Y, and Z, so on and so forth. But when that doesn't happen, here comes the young guys that they're dealing with. Guys, we're seeing this happen left and right. Look at Kim Kardashian, 41 years old, still considered a sex symbol. Who's she dating? Pete Davidson. Who's what? How old? 27 years old. Literally the tables are turning for women who have money, who are rich women, who are successful women. They are getting wife type men. Men who are pretty much beta males that they can financially control. All because the guys who have everything, they're already taken, and it's just too competitive at the top. Too competitive at the top, guys. And I want to say something. You want to have options? Be a successful man. Want to have options? Develop some self-confidence about yourself. Want to have options? Want to have good-looking women? Put yourself out there. Give yourself an opportunity to do something in life. Actively position yourself. And you won't have to be like her. But oh, if you don't. Good riddance, guys. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains the all-time high. I'm out.